on! Where are you going? You know that I was only joking, right? Don't make such a big deal! Ha 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 ha!
A joke? How dare you try to downplay it like that? You asked all of those questions about how I was raised and humiliated me in front of everyone. Your whole family is laughing at me. How could you do that to me?
It wasn't anything like that, though. I just know that my family would be interested in the kind of girl that I was marrying. Besides, you know I come from a really important family. We're not like other families. We can't just let anyone in.
But that wasn't all you did. Even after all that, you still just had to throw your water on me. I'll never forgive you for this.
No, you don't understand. That's just something we do. We need to make sure that anyone we let into our family is tough enough to take on whatever might get thrown at them. That's all.
How is it something you've done before if you're an only child? Oh, do you just do this to every single woman you let into your house?
No, wait. I didn't mean to say it like that. Please, don't be like this. You know you're the only girl for me. I know that you know that.
The only thing I now know is that I don't know you at all. But now that I do, I know that we can never be married.
What are you talking about? You don't have to be like this. Come on, we're both getting up there in years. You know it'll be easier if we just get married.
Is that the only reason you can think of to marry me? What even am I to you, Charles?
You're the girl that I, an heir from a rich family, am asking to marry. And I think you just barely passed in my parents' eyes. So as long as you just fly straight, you'll be fine. I know that you were raised by your father and that you were poor, but at least your face is okay. Well, it's okay once you balance it out with the rest of you. Anyway, you're pretty enough for me to marry you, so be happy.
I don't believe it. Were you always like this? Did I just never realize?
Come on, I'm the same me that you've always loved. I don't get what you're making a big deal about. Are you forgetting that I'm saving you from living out the rest of your life poor and alone? You know you have to come back to me. You don't have any other choice.
No, I've made up my mind. You and I are not getting married, and that's final. And I'm gonna take myself home.
Man, you're really being a pain in the butt. You know that? You know that I don't have to take that from you if I don't want to, right?
Oh, well, thank you so much for doing me the favor of taking it. But I don't need anything from you anymore. I want to marry someone who would see me as their equal.
Yes, and I want a rocket ship to take me to Mars. This is the real world, and you need to start living in it. Of course we're not equal. You're far beneath me. And that's just a fact.
I really hope that this isn't how you see the world. That's just horrible. But I don't want anything to do with you anymore. Just stay away from me and out of my life.
Man, you really like dragging this out, don't you? How long until you give this up and we go back to being together, babe?
This isn't an act. I'm hurt and upset, and I don't want to see you or your family ever again.
And just what do you have to say about my family? Huh? You're trying to insult them as well?
I'm certainly not trying to praise them. And if that's how they treat every potential suitor you bring home, then I don't see how you're ever getting married.
How dare you make fun of my family? Do you have any idea who you're talking to? We built this country, you ingrate!
You're delusional, Charles. Just leave me alone.
I'll make you pay for this! Hey there, Lily. How'd it go meeting Charles' parents today? I know that you had a lot to talk about. But when do you think you're coming home?
I'm sorry for not saying anything, Dad. I'm coming home alone right now.
Well, that's okay. Nothing to apologize for. But is everything okay? Did something happen?
Well, actually, yes.
I never realized that he was that kind of guy. I'm so sorry that he put you through that, Lily. That's horrible.
It was horrible, but I just don't know what I ever saw in him. He was a walking red flag, and I just never noticed it until now.
You didn't do anything wrong, so don't blame yourself. He tricked you and led you right into that trap. If anything, I'm sorry that he used me to make fun of you.
Dad, please, if I don't have anything to be sorry for, then you have even less than that. Charles has no idea how behind the times he is criticizing single-parent families. Not only did you raise me, but you also became the CEO of your company. I couldn't be more proud of you.
Well, I couldn't have done any of that without you, Lily. I mean that. But anyways, you need to stay away from those people. I already have some of my guys looking into them. But do you have anything that could serve as evidence against them?
Of course I have the messages we've sent and even some voice recordings I managed to take. They're a bit choppy, but I have them.
I'm sure they would be more than enough. Would you mind sending me all of those? I have no idea what the person who thought to partner with them was thinking.
Oh, Dad, thank you so much for your help. I'll pretend like I don't know anything, and it might be good if you don't let anyone onto what you're doing either. And I'm sure they tricked whoever dealt with them at your company the same way they tricked me.
You might be right about that. But okay, things are in motion. Let's hope this goes somewhere.
Sounds good to me, Dad. Also, I'm gonna pick up a six-pack on the way home. I need a drink after today, and you're welcome to join me. Then, tomorrow, I'm going to the courthouse to annul my marriage.
Well, I must say that I'm looking forward to both of those things. Hey there, Lily. I just really want to apologize for yesterday.
And just what are you apologizing for exactly?
I just wanted you to know that that wasn't the real me. It's just, I change when I'm around my parents. I know what I did hurt you, and that it wasn't right, and I just wanted to say that I'm sorry.
You can't honestly expect me to believe that this is genuine, right?
I want to marry you, Lily. I mean it. I don't want anything to change between us, and I want us to get married, just like we planned to.
Then you really mean it? You're really sorry for everything you did?
Of course I am. I wasn't in my right mind yesterday at all. I know that my family bullies outsiders and sometimes I get swept up in that. I'm sorry I wasn't brave enough to say anything to them, but I really love you, and I know that much is true.
Okay then. I accept your apology, Charles.
Really? You mean it? Oh, you don't know how much that means to me. Thank you so much, Lily.
But I want you to know that I wish you had stood up for me and said something to your parents.
I know. I should have done that from the start, but I promise to do it from here on out. Nothing like tomorrow is ever going to happen again. In fact, I've told my parents that I never, ever want to talk to them again.
Did you really say that to them? What did they have to say in response?
It was my decision. They didn't have a say in any of it, but I told them that if they weren't going to respect my future wife, then they could say goodbye to their son.
Charles, I'm so conflicted. I don't know what to believe now.
Believe in me, Lily. The me that you know deep in your heart, that you love. You said you accepted my apology, so some part of you must still have faith in me, right? You do still want to get married, right?
Please don't ask me that right now.
I'll take your silence as a yes, and keep planning. Good morning, Lily! Wait a second. Is today the day we were supposed to be getting married? Oops, sorry. I won't be able to go today.
What are you talking about this time, Charles?
I forgot that I had already made other plans for today that I just couldn't back out of. So I guess you'll just have to handle all of the cancellation of the wedding yourself.
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about, Charles.
Okay, let me break it down for you. I can't go to our wedding because I'm leaving for a trip with my family today. So you are going to tell everyone that there's no wedding, and then you're going to pay for all of the cancellation fees.
Oh, we were never even engaged in the first place.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I know you had something sent to my dad's place, but I was pretty shocked when it said it was an invitation to our wedding. After all, I'd already gone through a process of formally dissolving our engagement.
And just what is that supposed to mean?
It means that I accepted your apology, but that doesn't mean that I forgive you. I knew that your apology was fake from the start, and I was never taking it seriously.
You stupid woman! What are you even talking about? You're supposed to be broken up over the fact that I'm leaving you at the altar!
I have no idea why you think you can treat people the way that you do, but I never signed any names to any wedding plans, and I'm not paying any fees to cancel them.
And so what? Do you think that's supposed to hurt me or something? It doesn't matter the cost. My family is rich.
Well, did both your parents know about this little scheme of yours?
You mean the amazing prank that I just pulled on you? Of course they knew about it. We're all here in the airport laughing our heads off at how stupid you must feel. And soon, we're gonna get on the plane and leave for our trip.
So you were all in on this then, I see. In that case, I really won't feel bad punishing all of you.
What punishing are you talking about? Have you gone crazy or something? What could a little nobody like you ever do to touch my family?
Well, for one, both of your parents just lost their jobs.
Are you telling me both my parents were just fired? You seriously need to work on your lying skills if you think I'm going to believe a word of that.
It's no lie, Charles. I know that both your parents work for Grell Corp. Or rather, worked for, I should say. But they were fired over this.
That's impossible! My dad runs Grell Corp! That's literally my last name! And my mom is a department manager who oversees hundreds of workers. They aren't people who can just be fired at the drop of a hat. And just who was it who did the firing anyways?
Well, that would be the president of Sky Inc., which Grell Corp is a subsidiary of.
Hold on a second. Now your lie is getting too complex. What does the president of Sky Inc. have to do with any of this?
Well, him and my father are very close business partners, and more than that, they've been friends for years. My dad mentioned this to him, and they said he would look into it.
Wait a second. My dad is on the phone. Oh crap. He looks really upset. I think he's apologizing right now. Please tell me none of this is true.
I'm afraid that my dad showed him some of the hurtful messages and recordings I have of you and your family. The hurt isn't over for you, though, and you will be hearing from my lawyer.
Wait, hold on. This has to be some kind of joke, right?
You lied to me, humiliated me, and then tried to cancel our engagement on the day of our wedding. Then you tried to leave me with the bill for it all. This is no joke, Charles.
But you tried to insult my family. I had to put you in your place.
I made one comment about your family after you ripped apart my childhood, all because I was raised by a single father. I told you that I would never forgive you for this.
You haven't won yet. I'll get you back for this. I will have my revenge! Lily, I'm so sorry for everything, but can I please just ask you one little favor?
Are you really trying to pull the same trick with me again? And just what makes you think I'm even interested in hearing anything more from you, much less help you?
No, please, listen, I promise I'll give you a real apology, but you have to listen to what I want to ask you.
But I don't really care about your apology or your request. So, what now? It's obvious you haven't spent any time thinking about your actions, so I don't see the point in wasting my time on you.
Wait, no, please. I really have been thinking a lot about everything, okay? I mean, even my dad blamed me for all of this and disinherited me. I don't have a home. I don't even have any money.
And what's that you want from me?
I want you to forgive me. I don't want you to say that you'll marry me or anything, but I want to go back to the way things were between us.
Are you sure? Because it seems to me like you just want money. I know that you've been really bad about your spending, and now I assume it's all coming to bite you in the butt.
Wait, how did you know that?
Why else would you try and make me pay for all $25,000 of our wedding reservations? You're probably up to your neck in debt now because you don't know how to budget.
Sure, I have debt, but I don't even have a house right now. My parents aren't going to give me any more help, and I don't know how to get out of this by myself. Please, I don't even have any friends left. You're the only person I can turn to.
Well, unfortunately for you, you're still gonna have to pay for the way that broke off our engagement.
You mean even though I'm going through all of this, you're still going to make me pay?
Of course I am. It's clear to me that you still haven't really learned your lesson. That's why I'm not done punishing you. You can apologize all you want, but I know how to really hurt you. In your wallet.
Okay, I get it. I'm really sorry that I took the whole being from a rich family thing too far. I really didn't mean any of it like that, and I never should have looked down on you and your dad the way I did either. Besides, I had no idea that he was friends with CEOs and a big businessman himself.
So you mean to say that all it takes for you to not belittle someone is knowing that they're also rich? It's because that's how you see the world that we can never be together.
Wait, no, please! Lily, can't we just meet up and talk about this in person? I'm at your house right now ringing the doorbell. Are you home?
What are you talking about, Charles?
Please, just answer the door. At least let me talk to you. I'm not going to stop ringing the doorbell until you come out and talk to me, Lily.
No, I mean that I'm at my house, but I don't hear any doorbell at all. Are you sure that you're at the right address?
Why are you doing this to me? Why are you playing dumb? Of course I have the address. Now open the door. Wait a second. Did you call the cops on me?
Why? Are the cops where you are right now? Oh, wait, it was probably just the owners of the house where you're at who did it. I mean, I would too if there was some crazy guy outside my door.
No, this can't be happening. Please, Lily, can't we just start all over?
I think you have more pressing things to think about right now, Charles. After that, Charles was taken away by the police and brought back to his parents' house. Apparently, there was a similar-looking house in my neighborhood with the same last name on their mailbox, and that was where Charles made his mistake. He was warned by the police to not do that again and ultimately let go. In order to pay the $25,000 bill for the cancellation fees, Charles ended up borrowing money from several shady sources. But with his parents out of a job, he had no choice but to pay all of that back himself. Never having worked a day in his life, Charles was forced to take very low-paying part-time jobs. Apparently, the only things keeping Charles' parents together were their money and their hatred for people. However, after being fired, they now had no money and were poor themselves. I heard through the grapevine that the marriage did not last long after that. Despite both of them going their separate ways, however, they both agreed they still wanted nothing to do with Charles. As for me, I'm so grateful to have a loving father who would go to the ends of the earth to protect me. As a reward, we took a trip overseas together and have been enjoying reconnecting after such an ordeal. On that trip, we were able to reminisce together about the trials and tribulations we faced only having each other to count on in life. Dad always talked about how he has me to thank for all of his success, but I think he truly enjoys being able to step in and protect his daughter when she really needed to be.
I've finally chosen what university I'd like to go to. It's going to be the one to the north of us here, Wilmore Tech. But having to think about your moneyless butt still being in this house is not a great thing for me. It's actually been annoying me so much lately that I can't focus on my future anymore, so let's do something about you. Why don't you start thinking about leaving soon? I'm sure my dad isn't even interested in you anymore, right? Cora? Why would you say something like that out of nowhere? Congratulations on getting accepted by the school you've been wanting to go to, but what's with you acting so rudely right now to me? This all is not just coming from nowhere, okay? I want to know, actually, why have you still been living here with us? I get that you and my dad are married to one another, but that relationship you guys had is long gone now. He's no longer happy with what you've been doing. And you are getting in the way of the amazing life my dad and I could be living with each other right now. So I'm asking that you go away right now. Why do you think I'm the one getting in the way of that so-called amazing life with your dad? From what I've felt, you've been better off having me around than the life you had with just your dad before, especially with the choices he's been making recently. I understand that you and him married, making you my mother on a technical level, but you're not really my mom. You're nothing to me, actually. Not family, not a friend. You're nothing. Now you get out of my dad's penthouse right now. Your dad's penthouse? Is he the one that asked you to tell me all this? I haven't been causing problems for you two so far, right? And I have most certainly not been getting in the way of you and your dad's life together. I have no clue why you'd say something like that to me right now, but aren't you aware that you might be a little confused here? I haven't misunderstood anything so far. I know everything about you already, so no need to try lying to me. You know everything about me? What all do you know then? Because so far what you've been saying is wrong, and it's all become very concerning for myself. I know one thing about you is that you use up all of my dad's money, and that's why he hasn't been able to give me any more money as my allowance. He's told me how much you love to go shopping and how you always spend too much on groceries every week. Huh? What do you mean? As far as I'm aware, I rarely ever go out to shop for things besides food because I never have the time to. And when it comes to buying food, the only reason I have to buy so much is because your dad is eating all the time. Please, I meant what I meant. Are you not able to understand even the most basic of English? It's so wonderful that a stupid hag like you was able to marry a man like my dad. Because of that, you've been given such a relaxing life where you don't have to do anything. Had it not been for him, these past 5 years of your life would have been hell, having to try and manage all by yourself. Had my dad married a competent woman, then I'm sure you'd be out there on the streets begging for money with a little coffee cup. I believe it's because of my own actions that I have the life I'm living now. I wouldn't say much of this is thanks to him. Actually, as of right now, the only thing your dad is giving me in this relationship is his cold shoulder. Wow. So you don't even know what all you should be greatly thankful for right now. Well, as you could already tell by now, I have hated living in this place with you. But for the longest time now, there was nothing I could do about it, so I've kept most of those feelings to myself. I'm no longer able to keep them to myself now, though. I don't want to be around you anymore in this penthouse. So if you're now aware of the pain and trouble you're causing my dad and I, you should get out of this place, right? No, I'm not going to be leaving this place. You really are one stubborn old hag. This is my own house, so I'm not going to just get up and leave because you've asked me to. If you are really wanting me to be the one to leave this house for you, then I'll make sure to stop making payments on this place and end my contract here. I don't plan on doing something like that, and I hope I won't have to either. You are the worst hag I have ever come across. Why do you keep talking about me like that? For 5 years now, I've been the one taking care of all your needs, right? While you've been in middle and high school, I've been the one taking care of you instead of your dad. And when it came to all of your events, I've been the one there cheering you on. So why are you treating me so poorly right now when I've done nothing but love and take care of you? Because you have been taking all that money my dad earns and using it all on yourself. There's no way I'm going to keep letting someone like that take advantage of my dad, okay? So that's where the confusion is. You happen to want money from your dad, and so you went asking about it. And when he told you it was my fault you aren't able to get any, you got upset with me. Well, let me tell you right now, whatever he's gone and told you is all a lie, Cora. Dad would never lie to me, all right? You can just shut your lying mouth up now. You shouldn't be saying things like that to me when I've been very kind to the both of you by letting you live in this penthouse with me. Oh, shut up already. You're the one being allowed to live here because of my dad's kindness. If you don't want to become some stinky old homeless on the side of the street, then hurry up and find yourself a new place to live. If you don't find somewhere soon, then you'll be kicked out of here and have nowhere to go. Excuse me? I've told you already that I'm not going to leave this place. Is that so? Then let me tell you what I'm really thinking. And I'm going to make sure you regret the way you're talking to me. I'm not going to regret a thing. I feel that you really need to figure out the truth right now before you make any stupid moves, all right? What have you been telling your daughter all this time, Carter? I think you need to start telling her the truth before she does something really stupid.
What do you mean start telling her the truth?
You know what I'm talking about. I have no idea why for a while now you've continued to lie to her in order to cover up the truth. But you need to tell her the truth right now. She's your daughter, and she deserves to know, right? Are you not embarrassed to be lying like that to her? I'm embarrassed hearing about how you've lied to her so far.
You can calm down now. She happens to be my daughter, so I'm the one who gets to decide what course she's on.
What course she's on? What kind of course are you trying to set her on with all those lies about you and I? You're making me look like the bad guy over here.
And what's wrong with that?
What?
Her and I are doing really well together right now. So why does it matter that I tell a few lies about you here and there? If anything, you're the outsider in this family, so you don't have a say in the life I have with her anyway.
Is that right? So there's no point in trying to help you here, is there? Understood. Then you can go ahead and keep telling her whatever you'd like. But I'm going to start doing what I want as well. I just handed in your guys' divorce papers. What? I have the right to do something like that for my dad, right? I am his daughter, after all. Now, I want this parasite out of the house right now. I have been telling you that what you think is going on has not been true. Trying to kick me out of this place is not going to work for you or for your dad, so you should have just stopped when I told you that. It's not going to work? I think this will work in ridding this house of you for good. The divorce has already happened now, so you're nothing more than a stranger again to my dad and I, which means you'll have to leave this house, right? I've not made any mistakes here because I'm not the one who's been confused this whole time. You have made a mistake, though, and this whole time you've been very confused about everything. Just stop it already with all that talk and leave. You're the one that my dad has been letting live in his penthouse this whole time, you hag. The courthouse has already processed the divorce papers, so you can go already. Your dad's going to be the one leaving this place then. What? You have really been pissing me off with all that talk there. I am done playing the nice parent, considering I'm no longer your parent in your eyes now. I never thought that the girl I've been kind enough to house and raise these past 5 years would hand in our divorce papers like that. But you really went and did it, didn't you? I've been saying that this whole time, haven't I? Which means it's all over for you. all over for me? Right. I'm pretty sure it's all over for you guys, though. What did you say? Thank you so much for taking the time to hand in our divorce papers for me. I'm thankful for that. So now that means you two need to get out of my place. What are you talking about? You probably won't understand what I'm talking about until after you're kicked out of the place. Also, considering that you just divorced your dad and I, that makes you a stranger to me as well. To be honest, I've thought of you as a stranger all this time. Were you aware that I was the one planning to pay for you to go to college? And have been the one paying for all of your school supplies? Huh? Pay for me to go to college? What are you talking about now? I'm going to stop bothering with all that now, and we'll even take back the money I paid in order to get you to graduate. You might have thought you had the upper hand here, but it's because of me that you were finally given a decent life to live. But the fact that you haven't even realized any of that yet, oh, you poor little thing. What is all of this about? All I'm hearing from you is some of the most stupid talk I've ever heard. You really think I'm going to listen to anything you're telling me right now? I know that my dad has been the one allowing you the chance to live a decent life. Trying to lie to me about all of that again isn't going to help you any. Lying to you? If you really still believe that I'm lying to you, then why not go ask your dad about this? Come on now, just shut up and leave this place already. Thank you again for handing in those divorce papers for me. And so because of that, I would like the two of you to please leave my penthouse. I feel really bad for you though, so I'll give the two of you a day to pack things up. But if you're not out of there by the end of the day tomorrow, then I'm going to call the police on you guys for trespassing. What the hell is all of this? You have no right or way of kicking us out of our own place. And I'm sure it's not only you who thinks that, right? What? What do you mean? I'll go and let your dad know about this right now for you. You and I have nothing else to talk about now. And once you and your dad are out of my house, I don't want you to ever talk to me again. Is that clear? I'd love for that. I never want to talk to you again anyway. And just know it's not us that will be leaving our house. It's going to be you and your lying mouth. One other thing, don't ever think of me as your mom again either. I'm sure you've never thought of me as your mother since you act like this now, but I just want to make sure you're aware of that. This is all to make sure you never bother me again. And of course, there will be no more money coming from me after this. I've never once cared to think of you as anything besides the housemaid. And I promise I'll never talk to your butt again. I'm going to get all the money I've paid out for your graduation and such back, so you'll have to pay that all somehow. Perhaps you can ask your lovely dad to pay all of that for you. Say whatever you'd like, you old hag. I already know you paying for my schooling and all of that is one fat lie, so just shut up if you understand that. Sure, as long as you want to continue believing that this is all in fact a lie. I've only been trying to tell you the truth this whole time, but soon you'll find out the truth. Goodbye forever now, Cora. Please leave for me by the end of the day tomorrow. Wait, we've really been kicked out of the house? What the hell is going on here? Do something about this. How am I supposed to do anything to help if you're saying that place isn't my home? Now, I told you yesterday to leave the place by the end of the day today, right? If anything, you should be happy that I've given you a day to get out instead of just throwing you and all your things out of my house. So, what's the problem here? You know that this is a huge problem. I was just kicked out of our house. Why the hell am I being kicked out of there for no reason? Your dad already talked with you about this, so you should understand by now. What have they been teaching you guys in school if not basic English comprehension? Well, to reiterate for you, that house is mine, not yours. My house. And today I asked for the security of that building to go up and manage you both. I told them that you no longer have the right to live there with me and to escort you both away. I was right to do that, wasn't I? I heard from Dad that you weren't lying to me, and that's why we've been kicked out of the house, but are you serious? So you're telling me this whole time I wasn't being told the truth? Not being told the truth? About what? I've told you the truth about everything and never tried to hide anything from you or your dad. The only problem was that you never bothered listening to me, instead labeling all that I was talking about as a lie. Or perhaps, could it be that your dad has been lying to you this whole time? You've always believed everything your dad has told you, right? I told you the truth about him, though, didn't I? There is absolutely no way my dad is unemployed right now. Why would my dad ever lie to me about something like that? Awesome. So you've finally come around to realizing that your dad is in fact jobless at the moment. It's been a year now since your dad lost his job. I want to know I've been lied to. Why would he have any reason to lie to me about something like that? To protect his pride is what his reasoning was. I'm sure it would be embarrassing for him, having to tell his own daughter that he's a failure and a dick. Are you calling my dad a failure and a dick now? I am. Are you going to fight me about it? I sure as hell am. You're talking about my dad like that. Let me tell you right now that I no longer care about you or your dad's feelings. Any love that I did have for you both now is gone and replaced by ice. You wanted for this though, right? You were the one that wanted the divorce after all. But no worries, as I've been longing for a divorce myself. Huh? Are you being serious about that right now? But the only reason I never went and divorced him was for your sake. Why mine? I cared about you having an education. To be honest, I've hated your dad for a long time now, and for various reasons. This whole year, he's not been working any and has been cheating on me with other women. And when it comes to the way he uses my money, it's atrocious. But if I were to divorce him because of any of that, then you would most definitely not be able to pay for college. Your dad has no way of paying for your graduation or next step. I felt bad leaving you with him as your only parent, and that's why I put up with his crap. I really thought that I could put up with everything until your graduation, but I was wrong. You're lying, right? Is that all true? I never heard anything about all of that. But I told you that everything I'm saying is the truth. So you're telling me all of this was because you've been thinking of me? That's what I'm saying. Stop acting like this is all beyond reality for you or something. That's just rude. But I guess at this point it is beyond reality. You were the one that went and handed in the divorce papers, so there's no way to help you now. But I had no idea about what was really going on with you. And that's your problem, right? That all has nothing to do with me now. Right now, I've just had 2 huge weights lifted off my shoulders, and I'm feeling really lucky. Oh, wait a second. Don't say something like that at a time like this. So, what's going to happen with my tuition and graduation? Am I still going to be able to go to college? I was planning to pay for your first year there. But I no longer plan on giving you any money for school, as you're not my responsibility now. Then, what's going to happen to me? What's going to happen to you? Get a job and pay for all that yourself. That, or you can force your dad to get off his ass and get some work done again. You can't say that! Like I was saying before, your dad never paid for any of your school supplies. I was the one that did all that, but I'm not sure why I did all of that now. Like I said, I'm going to take back the money I gave to pay for your graduation. So there was no reason to pay for your supplies to learn in high school in the first place, right? Huh? Are you freaking kidding me? You've already paid for me to graduate and everything? Oh, you'd be a real dick if you took that money back. Then what's going to happen to me after, with college and all that? I'm not going to be able to pay for all that. I know that. You can't pay for any of that, especially in your current situation. But that's something your dad and you are going to have to figure out now. You guys ruined the relationship I was willing to have with you two, so now it's on your shoulders to fix things. Just do your best and get a job. Well, actually, before that, you two are going to need to find a house, right? We don't have anywhere to live, so how are we supposed to carry on? Where the hell are we supposed to go now? Hey, I don't care about any of that, actually. What? Why do you keep asking me for help? Go and ask that wonderful dad of yours to help you figure all that out. You both are just strangers to me, nothing more. A family issue like that should be resolved within the family. I have nothing else to talk with you about now. Wait, you're a part of this family, though. Excuse me? Do you have any idea what you just said to me? You really have a crazy brain inside that head. Stop saying ridiculous things like that. I'm not crazy. Just yesterday we were both living our lives normally as a family, right? And you were still married to my dad, right? Yet now you're just acting like we're nothing to you. Don't you feel like a monster for acting like that right now? A monster? I'm not really sure what you're trying to get at there, but what about yourself? You were the one that handed in divorce papers in order to get your own parents divorced. And you were so happy to see me become homeless because of it, right? I'm sure I was all happy about that then. Not sure. You were acting all happy about that. If you just took a look at what you told me yesterday, you'd understand that, right? I know you're still just a child and all, and that's why I wanted to give you a good start when it came to being an adult. I was trying my best to take care of you because your disgraceful dad couldn't be bothered to. But in the end, the only person you ever listened to was your lying dad. Everything I tried to do for you all this time was for nothing, I see. Wait, but I didn't think things would end up this way for all of us. I just assumed it was because of my dad that things were going so well between us. And when he told me you were taking his money, I thought he was telling me the truth. And that's led you down this path of terrible confusion that you were believing all to be real, right? Well, this is how things have ended up for us. You and that moneyless dad of yours will have to go out and find a new house now. And you're going to have to start working in order to pay for school and everything. That's the new life you've just chosen for yourself. Don't say things like that. This was not something I wished for. Well, whatever. I know that I was wrong for all of it now. I'm so sorry for handing in those divorce papers. We can come back in now, right? Huh? What are you talking about now? What? I thought that by apologizing to you that you'd forgive me now. You're not going to? You're asking for my forgiveness? Well, that doesn't matter anymore now that you and I are complete strangers. You will never be allowed back inside my house. The security here will make sure of that. What? So you're really kicking us out of there? We can't come back inside? Good luck with that house hunting. Are you freaking listening to me? Isn't this wonderful? I will no longer be in the way of you and your dad's wonderful life anymore. You can be close to your favorite dad forever now. But of course, your favorite dad happens to be both a complete dick and jobless. Cora tried her best to act as though things were all going to be okay and that her apologies were forgiven, and even tried to force her way back into the building. But before she could even get to the elevator, the security there picked her up and took her back outside the building before locking the doors. And ever since then, she's not tried getting back into my house and had no longer been trying to contact me either. So for her, she's now stuck with the man she trusted so much, realizing now that he is indeed trash. I also got all the money back that I gave her for graduation, so it's not looking like she's going to be at that ceremony. And as for getting into the college she wants, that most likely won't be happening soon either. The only option she has now is to force her dad to work again or find a job herself and hope she can save up any money for her future education. And speaking of her dad, actually, he has still had relations with one of the women he was cheating on me with. So I suppose a third option for Cora would be to have her dad ask that woman for support and money and hope that she's anywhere close to as kind as I was. I guess things didn't really turn out the way Cora wanted after all. But that's what happens when you choose to ignore the open truth.
Hey, I kind of have something important that I want to talk about with you real quick.
Oh, what is it? Is it going to take long? If it's about increasing your allowance, I'm most definitely not going to do that for you. If anything, I was planning on reducing and cutting back on your allowance starting next month. Definitely not going to raise it.
Yeah, that's not exactly what I wanted to talk about with you. Actually, I was planning on potentially quitting my job here. I have a lot of reasons, but...
What? What are you talking about? You really are going to quit? Does that mean you're going to be unemployed? You won't have a job? You're already in your 40s, you realize that, right? What are you planning on doing after you quit your job? Do you have something in mind?
Well, I was planning on starting my own business, you know? I think I told you before about this whole business thing. I've always wanted to start my own restaurant and run it ever since I was young.
What? Are you serious? You really need to stop fooling around like that and work a real job, like the one you have right now. How could you be so silly to daydream like that? I'm honestly kind of appalled. You're not young anymore. You have a family. You realize that. Just give up on your hopes and dreams, okay?
We got married really early in my life when I should have been experiencing life. We even had our first child. I've been working hard ever since then with no complaints to make sure that our family stays happy and safe. But Janice is already legal now and has already found a place to work, you know? She's over with college and everything. We've already saved up quite a bit of savings and everything here on out. Like, we don't need to worry about it anymore. I feel that if we wanted to do something, now would be the perfect time to do.
Okay, yeah. Very great joke. You're seriously such a little joker, aren't you? So I'm gonna need you to work real hard and work late today to make sure that you bring in that money for us, okay?
I actually wanted to talk about this last week, but I never really had the chance to do that. So, to be frank with you, I already quit work today. I put in my resignation letter to my boss before I left. Sorry that I didn't tell you sooner, but I really couldn't figure out what the best timing was.
What? Are you serious right now? Tell me you're joking with me, right? I don't want to listen to your stupid little jokes anymore. I'm not going along with any of this crap. If it's a prank, you need to stop right now.
I'm sorry to break it to you, but this isn't a joke or a prank. I was seriously thinking about everything that I wanted to do and my goals, and this was a conclusion that I ended up at.
You're lying. Tell me that you're lying to me, and this is all just made up. Tell me that you didn't honestly just quit your job that you've been working so hard at age 45. You're telling me that you're jobless starting today. You're a NEET.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm jobless. But don't worry, baby. I got it all figured out. I'm not just doing this with nothing planned out ahead.
I'm not going to accept this. I'm not okay with any of this going on right now. I will not forgive you for this. I want you to get your job back.
I mean, you say you don't forgive me or to go get my job back, but I already quit my job, and I've been telling you time and time again that it'll be alright because I planned everything out. How about for once in the 20 years that we've been married, you trust me with what I'm doing for myself and my family?
I've made the worst mistake of my life spending my marriage with a man like you. You're the absolute worst. I'm seriously at a wit's end here. This is the worst thing that has ever happened to me. How are you going to take care of me with no job? What are you going to do? Love my purses into existence? Do you realize that we have our own daughter to take care of too? How could you?
Hey, okay, you need to calm down, Anna. A daughter that you keep bringing up has already found a place of employment. I don't have any job right now, but that doesn't mean that I have no source of passive income. I'm gonna be settling everything up so that we can keep living together comfortably, so don't worry. You can relax a little bit, okay?
How could I possibly not worry? You really expect me to relax? You piece of trash. You're the worst man that has ever come into my life. I don't need you anymore. You've used up your value to me.
What are you talking about? You don't need me anymore. That's taking it a little too far, don't you think? That's the way you treat me the second I tell you that I've resigned from my job? What the hell, Anna? I worked my ass off for over 20 years for this family to make sure that everyone is totally happy and safe. I've never complained that my monthly allowance is only $1,000 a month, never. I've had almost no money for me to do anything for my hobbies. I've abandoned all of them. I have no intention of hearing you complain about my decisions after I worked this hard to keep this going.
Yeah, you're useless considering you have no job. You're unemployed, which means that you're going to be living all alone from now on. I'm going to be talking to Janice about all of this, you understand? I'm sure that she's going to have the same opinion as me, but we'll see.
I'll tell her, don't worry. I plan on telling her tonight anyway. Where'd you go, sweetie? How come no one's at the house right now? It's literally empty. Where are you, Janice? And do you know where Mom is right now?
I'm going to be staying with Mom tonight. We're not going to be with you. I heard from Mom you were apparently fired, right? What a loser.
Fired? I wasn't fired at all. What are you talking about? I literally resigned of my own free will. What is Mom talking about? I turned in my resignation papers the day I left.
Oh, come on now. Now you're just being picky. It's all the same thing. How could you possibly make yourself unemployed at that age? You're literally 45. You realize that your 22-year-old daughter has a job, right? She's employed? Are you some kind of idiot? What's wrong with you?
You really need to watch your mouth. You shouldn't be calling your own father stupid. You need to watch what you say before you say it.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. I'll say what I want when I want.
What do you mean? What has gotten into you?
You're not my father or even family to me. You're just gone. I can't possibly think that a piece of trash like you is my own father. There's no way.
You're really going to go that far? You don't want to stop at all? Look at you and your mother doing the same thing. Just cutting me loose as soon as you realize I don't have a job and I'm trying to pursue my dreams.
I mean, let's be real. I've always considered you to be nothing more than an ATM for me to get money from. But you don't even work as an ATM from now on, so you're completely useless to me. I don't need you. You're just some rotten old man with no job, no money, and now you have no wife or daughter. Mom and I are going to be living with each other, and we're never going to live with you ever again, you rotten sack of shit.
What the hell has gotten into you? What are you talking about not living with me?
Has Mom really not texted you yet? She said she would. Anyway, we're both going to be staying somewhere else tonight where you aren't around. While we're over here having a great time, you make sure to pack your things up and leave. I want you and your stuff gone by tomorrow. Do you understand what I'm saying? You shitty, useless, rotten old man.
Janice, you seriously the same girl that I raised? My own flesh and blood? You're seriously taking all this too far. How could you say such things?
Taking it too far? I'm just telling you facts. If you think that's bullying, then that's your problem. I don't plan on meeting you from now on, so you better hurry up and get the hell out of our house. You're unwelcome now.
Are you two seriously planning on chasing me out of my home?
How about you talk about this kind of thing with Mom? I don't want to talk to you anymore. I'm seriously getting tired of talking to you, so yeah. You're going to be blocked. Goodbye, shitty ex-dad.
You're not gonna stop, I understand now. Thank you for being honest with me. I just got a message from Janice. We just spoke for a little. She was seriously taunting me to no end. She wouldn't let up. What are you talking about me getting fired for? I didn't get fired and you know it. What did I ever do to you for you to act like this? I don't deserve this kind of abuse.
I don't have any kind of use for some old guy in his mid-40s with no job. Do you really think that you have some kind of value? Tell me right now what you think you're worth.
What? What are you talking about, my worth?
Let me elaborate what I mean then. In a single word, money. You were only keeping us together and staying with you because you were keeping us with money. If you don't have any money, we aren't family, and I'm pretty sure that Janice has already told you about how she doesn't consider you to be family. I just think that you're a piece of shit with no use to me, Janice or society, really. That's what both of us think.
You're taking this way too far and saying way too much. Are you being serious right now? Or is this all some kind of terrible joke?
You have no idea how serious I'm being right now. I can't be more serious. Truth be told, I kind of just wish you would cease to exist entirely. I don't want you to ever be breathing the same air as I am. Oh, and just to be clear, I'm going to be living in that house with Janice. You will be leaving. Right now, you need to just focus on getting all of your stuff ready. I'm going to be going back to that house starting tomorrow, and I don't want to see you there. Understood?
I can't believe what I'm reading. I thought you were just messing around with me to try to josh me or something, but you're actually being serious about all the crap that you've been saying. I've been working this hard and tirelessly to devote my life for the success and happiness of this family. I'm glad to know that's what you thought of me right now, to be honest with you. I'll play by your rules then. I'll leave the house as soon as possible. It doesn't look like I'll be able to have a nice life if I try to stay around you two anyway.
So you finally figured it out, huh? You finally understand. Apparently you really didn't understand what your value was to this family and why exactly you were around with us at all. Did you really feel like you had any value around us when you quit your job? I mean, seriously, how? Janice is saying that she'll live with me too, so make sure that we get the divorce rolling because I want you to get the hell out of the house ASAP.
All right, sounds good. You guys stay safe and healthy.
You better not show your face around us anymore.
I'll listen to you and give you what you want. I'll leave the house just like you said. I don't think I'll ever see either of you ever again, but thank you for everything that you two have given me up until now. I had a lot of nice memories. You guys take care.
Hey Jay, long time no talk, huh? It's been a minute. So, are you able to see me sometime? Maybe meet up for some coffee? I'm reaching out to you again because I want to live with you and everyone else again. Let's all live together again.
Excuse me, who am I talking to right now? Who is this?
What are you talking about, you silly goose? We're all family, remember? Janice is saying that she wants to see you too. She should be texting you soon. Come on, let's all live together again. I'm sure you've missed us too, right?
I'm gonna go ahead and answer that with a cold hard no. What the hell are you talking about anyway, Anna? Have you completely lost your mind? We've gotten divorced. We're complete strangers right now. Do you understand? We're not family or friends. What exactly you're suddenly coming out and texting me for? Why are you really messaging me and wanting to live with me?
Oh, come on now. Don't be like that. We're not completely strangers. We were married for over 20 years, and we're husband and wife for that time, too. You can't say that your own daughter is also some random stranger, right?
You and Janice are both guilty of wanting to chase me out of the house. I didn't want to, but you two chased me away. Why do I have to start caring about you two now? After all that you two have done to me? To me, you two are complete strangers. I don't know you, and I don't want to be involved in your lives.
You don't understand how difficult things have been over here for Janice and I. Are you sure that we can't live together anymore? Can I maybe change how you feel about that?
I don't care what kind of terrible tragedy is going on to the world's shittiest mom and daughter. It has nothing to do with me. Literally zip, nada, good luck.
We don't have anything to do with each other. Oh, come on now. Don't be saying mean things like that. I heard that your business was a huge success, right? It really took off.
Oh, you saw the TV program, did you?
I was actually incredibly surprised. You caught me off guard. I didn't think that I'd ever see you like this again. I really expected to see you some other way. I was so proud to see you, though. You were so incredible and amazing.
I did incredible things with my business, you're right. It took off. I became a restaurant owner that is so crazy successful that I even have my own TV cooking show now. I'm sure you saw the interview that CNN had on me, right? That's why I decided to reach out to me and see if you could get back together with me, right? It's clear as day that you're only in it for the money. I mean, could you make it any more obvious? You're such a wretched woman. I really don't believe how I could have married such a gold digger to begin with.
Why would you say such things like that? Come on. Don't be so rude. And so what if we were after the money? Is that really that bad of a thing? Besides, the whole reason that we divorced was because you decided to quit your job and be unemployed. I thought that you wouldn't have any form of income. That's why I had to split up with you. If you had money, then it was a waste to divorce you. I shouldn't have divorced you at all. What's wrong with wanting to live with you again? That's right, there's literally nothing you can say to explain how it's wrong.
The fact that you're sitting here bragging about how you want to live with me again really baffles me. How could you sit here proud like that? Let me rephrase what you're asking me. You want me to become your personal ATM, right? That's what you're saying. Let me just tell you right now, I have zero intention of being your ATM. If you don't have anything else for me, I'm gonna be leaving now. Please don't contact me again.
Please, just hear me out. Don't just leave me. I'm begging you. Hear me out. I thought that everything would be fine because Janice had a job and everything would be fine. But then she said that she didn't really like the workplace environment. She quit like 3 days later. Now she's just kind of holed up in her room and won't come out.
Ah, she's a shut-in, huh? It's gotta be pretty tough for everyone involved.
Right? You're worried now, right? You should be.
I mean, considering how aggressive she is, I'm sure she's not making it any easier on herself or anyone that wants to help her out either, right?
Wait, what?
That all should be solved on her own. I shouldn't have to help her out. She's already legal. You should be able to handle her own decisions and figure out her own things. There's nothing that I can do anymore. I've got nothing to do with you. You guys are the one that cut me off. I didn't want to at first, but you forced my hand, remember? Or did you forget?
But the circumstances are a little bit different now, aren't they? It's not the same as they were before. It's not my fault that Janice hasn't been able to keep her job. She's just like how you were before, unemployed. We don't have any income. Neither one of us do, you understand? What the hell are we supposed to do from here on out? Tell me. Even if we have the house, we can't survive with no money or income. It's just not possible.
If Janice isn't gonna work at all, how about you decide to pick up the slack and start working yourself? You're still in your early 40s, you can literally do anything. At least any kind of part-time job.
I can't work right now, are you kidding me? I haven't worked for over 20 years, it's too late for me. Also, you remember what little savings I had? The little amount that we were able to save up and manage to keep during the divorce? Janice used all of it up and even started taking out loans to pay for her stupid online games. She kept opening boxes or something, I don't know.
I see. I didn't realize how far she'd fallen. It sounds like you're gonna be having a pretty hard time living with her, huh? I mean, to be honest with you, I think you two deserve each other, and everything you've got coming your way. You guys just figure it out amongst yourselves, okay? I'll be focusing on my own work.
But then I'll have to work. I won't be able to do nothing all day while cashing in on someone else's hard work. I need to get back with you, and you need to get back with me, Jay. If we do, then we could just live together and everything's solved. You'll be happy and I'll be happy living off of you too. Why wouldn't you do that for me, Jay? Come on. You always just shut up and listen to everything I've told you to do. Just do this one more time and everything will be fine.
I've been listening to everything you've ever had to tell me for over 20 years. I never complained. I don't know how many times I've counted that I worked so hard, and yet I only got about $100 a month for money that I can spend freely. I always kept it to myself without complaining, though, because I thought that was what was best for my family at the time. I listened to everything you've had to say and always prioritized your directions. I even obeyed your orders for when you wanted me to leave the house. I didn't fight it. The house that I bought taken out a loan, I made sure to change the title of the house to your name, and I gave you everything, Anna. I mean, that may be true, but what more do you want from me, Anna? What else can you squeeze out of me? I'm gonna live my own life from now on and not worry about anything else. I'm just gonna focus and do me. You should also focus on your own decisions and come to terms instead of being regretful of everything. We're completely done with each other, do you understand? There is no us anymore. I hope you understand that. The sooner you figure it out, the better. Don't contact me again.
How could you push me away like that and be so cold? Why are you being so mean? You're so rich that you shouldn't have to worry about it. Just reach out and save me. Come on. You don't understand the difficulties we're going through because we're taking a bunch of loans out. They're constantly coming to us for payments. Aren't you worried about your lovely ladies?
I don't really care what you're asking me. My answer is always going to be a resounding no. I think that I've done more than enough for you two for 20 years. I really don't need to do anything more for you guys. And like I keep saying, you guys were the ones that wanted to get me to leave, remember? I didn't say anything about leaving. If you can't come back and say anything to me when I'm spitting cold hard facts, how about you just calm down and come to terms with the fact that you just need to give up?
But I don't want to do any work.
Oh, and by the way, just so you know, I already have someone I'm seeing. So I'm not available or up for grabs at the moment.
What? Someone you're seeing? Like a girlfriend?
Yeah, so sorry to break it to you, but my private life and my professional life are both going extremely well. There was a reason I was waiting for over 20 years to do this. I think it's all worth it now. I get to wake up and go to my dream job and live my life however I like to live my life. There's really nothing more I'd like to ask for. I've literally got everything I'd ever hoped for.
You're really that happy? I don't believe you.
Janice has grown up and she's legal now. I have no obligation to give her any kind of advice or child support. I don't even have any kind of legal obligation to talk or otherwise be around you two works of art. Do you finally understand me, Anna? I'm not interested in you. You just have to live your own life and do your own thing because no one will help you or come to rescue you.
Are you seriously seriously going to just abandon us like that, Jay? I'm so sorry, Jay. Please forgive me. We used to be such a lovely family. Come on. What are you talking about with a girlfriend? I'm sure she's just fun, right? You can't just be cutting us all away like that. That's the worst thing you can do to us.
What are you talking about? Why, you're acting like you're in some kind of drama or something. You literally did whatever you wanted, whenever you wanted for the past 20 years, using my money. But the second I quit my job, you cut me off like some kind of tumor being removed. Just remember that all of this was brought on by yourself. It has nothing to do with what I did to you.
I'm sorry, I promise that I won't do that again. I really don't want to work, and I really didn't expect you to be so successful, you know? I just felt like you were some useless, jobless slob. Please save me. Don't abandon me, Jay.
I'm gonna say no one more time. Stop making me repeat myself. How about you just try to live on your own for once, huh? You must be so glad that Janice decided to live with you.
Anna really didn't expect things to turn out the way they did when she reached back out to him. She was dumped and rejected immediately. She probably didn't expect him to cut her out of his life like that. Anna didn't feel like she wanted to work, and they eventually ran completely out of all their savings. They were drowning in debt, so she ended up working in a factory to make ends meet. Jay, on the other hand, ran his extremely successful restaurant business, and his luck didn't seem to run out at all. He was actually scheduled to get remarried to an ex-model. She was extremely beautiful. All of the tough things that he had to put up with through his life paid off. He finally started to feel like he was alive again. Anna saw him being successful on TV and kept messaging him every time she saw him doing better than before. She must have felt really in the wrong for everything and been upset about the fact that she couldn't have him as her man. She brought all of this on herself. Talk about revenge as a dish best served cold.
Ugh, I am just beat. I can't believe that it took me until this early in the morning to finally finish with my day at work. Anyways, once I wrap up with everything here, I am finally going to be going home to you.
Oh, hey, Julia. I think this is probably the latest I've ever seen you get off work. In fact, I feel like lately, all you've been working is the graveyard shift these days, right? Or rather, maybe I should just come out and say what I really mean. I know that you're having an affair with me. You're cheating on me, Julia.
Ryan, I couldn't even cheat on you if I wanted to. I just don't have the time with how busy work is always keeping me. But, you know, I do really wish that I could count on you for just a little bit of help now and then, to be honest.
What are you talking about? You really think that I would ever want to give help to the person I know is cheating on me? Why would you even bother asking that?
For the last time, I am not cheating on you, Ryan. Honestly, you're being ridiculous. Do you know that? But I would like some help because I'm wondering if you have any idea the state of our business? Because I feel like if you had any idea at all about how things really were, you would understand how impossible it is for me to cheat on you. I'm just too busy. I literally only go to and from the house and office. That's why I would like just a little more help from you, Ryan. Please, I know for a fact that I'm really not asking for much, but you need to be doing at least the bare minimum around here.
No, I'm not gonna do anything. I refuse to help a no-good cheater like you.
Ryan, do you really not care at all what happens to our business? I mean, don't you care about the future of all this hard work that we've put in? Doesn't it worry you when I say that our business could seriously be in trouble?
Oh, please. You don't know what you're talking about at all. I know for a fact that our business is doing just fine. You're going to have to think of a better excuse to try and convince me that you're not cheating. But anyways, since we're already on the topic of the business and money and all of that, I want you to give me a bit more money to spend this month.
Wait, what? Are you serious, Ryan? Do you really need more money? I feel like I just handed you your monthly allowance. Are you telling me that you really spent all of the money that I gave you that was meant to last you the entire month?
I didn't ask for your input on how I get to spend my money. Thank you very much. So why don't you just shut up and give me more when I say I need it? Honestly, just who do you think you even are talking to your husband this way? Don't you know a woman's place in the house is just to do whatever her husband says to her? If you dare try and backtalk me like that ever again, I could tell you that there will be consequences. I already know that you're cheating on me, so don't think that I'm afraid to divorce you.
Are you kidding me? Did you seriously just threaten to divorce me if I don't pay you more money every month? Just who do you think you are?
You can complain about it all you want, but nothing is going to make me budge on this. You should know that I've been waiting for this for a long time. I've kept signed divorce papers in my desk for the day that I finally caught you cheating on me. And now, I finally get to hold them over you.
Ryan, have you ever been reading a single word that I've been sending you? I am telling you that I am not cheating on you, okay? Now can you please stop all of this nonsense?
Oh, please. You really think that I'm going to believe that when you've been working through the night for weeks now? You can't really think that I'd ever believe a single word that you have to tell me, right?
You know, that really is rich coming from you, Ryan. You're the one that's always leaving me all alone at the house on weekends. You're hardly ever here when I'm around.
Well, it's not my fault that you're bad at matching up your life rhythm with mine, but I'm not going to adjust my schedule to match some cheating hussies.
You are just terrible. Do you know that? I mean, I am trying to explain to you that I am working hard to make sure that we don't go under, but you refuse to listen and just keep accusing me of cheating on you. But you know what? Fine. If this is the way that you really want to end things between us, then so be it. Why don't you take out those divorce papers and leave them on the table for when I get home?
You mean you're really finally going to divorce me? Oh wow. This is so great. Thank you so much. Hey there, Julia. It's been a while since we last spoke, hasn't it? How have you been? How are things with you?
Wait a second. Is this Ryan? Are you seriously texting me out of the blue like this?
Oh, come on. I know that I left you 3 years ago, but I really hope that you're not still all pissy about it. I would have thought that you'd have done a little bit more thinking about what you did wrong. But I want you to know that I'm finally ready to forgive you for all that you've done, and I'm ready to get back together with you. So why don't you bring me those divorce papers of yours?
I seriously have no idea what you're talking about at all. How can you take me back when we're already divorced? What are you even saying?
I'm telling you that I'm going to kick you to the curb and leave you all over again. So how about you just be a good woman and say the only thing you should be saying to men? Yes.
Right. Well, I'm not really sure what this is all about, but if you want to get back together with me, I guess I'll have to check and see if it's okay with my husband.
Wait, what? What are you talking about? What do you mean that you'll have to check if you can get back together with me with your husband?
Well, after you and I got divorced 3 years ago, I met someone and married him, so I have a husband now.
Yeah, right. You really think I'm going to fall for that one? There isn't a man alive who would want to ever marry someone like you. Unless, I think I see what's happened here. You were in so much shock that I left you, that you made up someone in your head that you now believe that you're married to. Wow. Well, that really is just sad. Did you know that?
Ryan, you seriously don't even know what you're talking about. In fact, you never know what you're talking about at all. But if you really want to know, the man that I remarried was on our company's management team.
Wait a second. Was he that guy that we went to go check out that hotel with that one time? I think I remember him. His name was Max, wasn't it? I even remember him giving me his business card when we first all met those years ago.
Well, then I guess that means you know he's a real person and you can quit calling me a liar then.
But I remember that after that, we put all our eggs into the hotel basket, right? So does that mean that you two are still running that place? Because I've driven by it a few times, and it seriously looks like a rundown piece of crap. I bet that your husband Max probably has to work as a bellboy, because your whole hotel is about to fall into bankruptcy any day now.
I would appreciate it if you kept your opinions on my hotel business and my husband to yourself, Ryan.
But I'm only telling the truth. I mean, nothing I'm saying about this is wrong at all, you know? So how about you take my advice and ditch a loser like Max? Instead, you can get back together with me and we can go back to being husband and wife. Think it over. I'm sure that you'll make the right decision in the end. And let me know once you're ready for a real man again.
Hey there, Max. I'm really sorry to bother you while I know that you're busy working, but I just wanted to make sure that you were okay.
Oh, hey there, honey. Yeah, I'm doing okay. Thanks for asking. I'm actually pretty free right now, so we could talk if you needed something.
Well, the thing is that I actually just got a message from my ex-husband not that long ago.
Wait a second. Are you talking about the man who accused you of cheating on him while the hotel business was looking really shaky? He really messaged you? That's crazy. Why would he bother doing that after all this time? Did he say at all what he wanted with you? Why did he even bother reaching out like that?
Well, he actually texted me because he wanted to ask me if I wanted to get back together with him. Can you believe that?
Hold on a second. You mean that after accusing you of cheating on him, leaving you while your business was in trouble, and disappearing for 3 years, came back out of the blue to ask you to take him back?
Yeah, that pretty much sums it all up quite well. But of course, I really don't want anything to do with him now. But I just thought that I should let you know that it happened. It's actually been on my mind, worrying me a lot since we talked. I mean, I just don't know why he would pop back up in my life like this. I have no idea what he wants from me, and it's got me really worried. Anyways, I really am sorry to bother you with all of this while you're at work. I don't want to give you more to worry about.
Julia, please. You know you don't have to apologize to me for anything, especially not coming to me about this. I feel like you've told enough about you and Ryan to know the kind of crap that he puts you through. But I just want you to know that I'm always going to have your back no matter what. I mean, we're husband and wife. We'll get through anything together, as a couple. Not just this business with your ex, but in anything. If there's ever anything that I can do for you, you know that you can always come to me, right?
Thank you so much, Max. I just really have no idea how I would be able to keep this hotel afloat if it weren't for you. I just wanted to let you know that I'm really thankful to have someone like you in my life, you know?
Oh, come on. You don't need to say all that. You know that I would do anything for you because I want to. So please, don't ever worry about coming to me with this kind of stuff. I'm happy that you trust me enough to do so.
Thank you so much for being so understanding. I should have known that there was nothing to worry about when it comes to you. But anyways, I just wanted to let you know that I've gotten everything ready for tomorrow, so I was going to go to bed pretty soon here.
Yeah, no problem at all. I hope you sleep well, Julia. See you tomorrow. So tell me, Julia, did you finally smarten up and decide to leave your husband like the little loser he is?
Ryan, I already told you that I have no intention at all of leaving my husband, and I'd appreciate it if you'd quit talking to me.
Are you kidding me? What do you mean you're not going to leave your husband? Don't you know what I could offer you? You're making a mistake, you stupid woman.
Making a mistake? Ryan, let's get something straight here. 3 years ago, you were the one that came to me asking for the divorce, remember? I had just inherited this hotel from my parents who had died only months ago in that terrible car crash. I was busy every day trying to learn how to run a hotel and manage staff and make guests happy, and you never did anything to help. Instead, you would just always put me down or insult me. You made me feel like an idiot for caring about my parents' legacy.
Well, you don't have any right to be mad at me. After all, you were the one cheating on me the whole time. So what do you have to say about that?
I have to say the same thing that I told you 3 years ago when you accused me of that. I never, ever cheated on you. You made that all up and refused to listen to anything I might say otherwise.
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Honestly, you can keep on believing that if you want. But the thing is that I'm not even mad that you cheated on me anymore. I'm willing to let that all just go into the past and never be mentioned again. But you should know that before our divorce, if you had just given me a bit more money like I asked you, none of this would have ever happened. I would have overlooked all your cheating, and I would have just let you go about your business. And all you had to do was give me a little more money every month. In fact, since we're getting back together, you should know that I'm only going to go along with it if you start giving me money every month again.
I see what this is all about now. You're having money problems, aren't you? Well, I suppose that you really haven't changed at all then. But do you really think that you're going to be able to pester me for money after all this time, Ryan?
Well, never let it be said that I didn't think you were a sharp one. You saw right through me, Julia.
I see. Well, I'm just going to need more time to get ready for all of this, so maybe just wait for me a little longer.
Finally! I was waiting so long for this. You have no idea how happy I am to read those words. Hey there, Julia. I was just wanting to check in and see if you had divorced your husband yet.
Ryan, it's literally been like 9 or 10 hours since we last messaged each other. No, I haven't divorced him yet.
Oh, come on. You have to hurry up and do it already. Just how long are you going to keep me waiting for this, Julia? Hurry up and leave your husband right now. If you have him sign the divorce papers now, we can probably get all the paperwork handled in a matter of hours. You still remember the window in the courthouse that you have to go to get all of that filed away, right?
Ryan, I would really appreciate it if you waited for me to reach out to you about all of this, okay?
Ugh, I should have known not to count on you to get anything done in a rush. You're always so lazy. Do you know that? You are always putting me off and telling me to wait for stuff.
You know, I've actually been wondering why you've chosen to come back to me out of all the other people I'm sure would love to date you.
So you finally caught on to that little fact, did you?
I mean, yeah, I was wondering since you sent me the first of these messages just why you wanted anything to do with me anymore.
Well, I'm not going to tell you. If I tell you what I'm really thinking, then I don't think you'd want to marry me anymore. So there.
I see. Well, either way, I am still going to be getting things ready here, so you can really tell me whatever you want.
Wait, what? Are you serious? You mean no matter what I say to you, you'll still marry me? Well, I guess in that case, I better tell you the whole truth. What I really want to get out of marrying you isn't you, but your hotel.
I'm not sure that I'm following what you mean. Ryan, would you mind explaining to me just a little bit better?
Well, I know that your hotel has to be at least worth something, right? I'm sure that if I sold it, I could get some kind of money from doing that. You can consider it your way of paying me back for all these years that I've been on my own. After all, you caused me a lot of trouble with that affair of yours.
But Ryan, you know that I inherited this hotel from my parents, right? Not only that, but you know how hard I've been working to keep the business going. You can't really be thinking about selling my family's business just to make a quick buck, right?
Oh, come on. I told you my plan already. Why can't you just leave that loser Max and just be with me already? You know that I'm the better match for you anyways. Just hurry up and get a divorce already.
I'm sorry, Ryan, but I just have a lot of preparations that I need to put in place first. And just what's with the rush anyways?
You don't need to know anything about why I'm in such a rush. You just need to do as I say. Now, just how much longer are you going to try and keep me waiting, huh?
Don't tell me that this is how badly you need money right now. Is that what this is all about?
You don't know anything at all. Just do as I say and quit asking questions already.
You know what I think it is? I think that you're in a lot of debt, and I do mean a lot. And I think you're looking for anything that will help you dig your way out of that.
Wait, what? How did you find out about my debt issue? Do you have someone following me or something like that? I can't believe that you do this to me.
I didn't hire anyone to follow you or anything like that. I've just heard through old mutual friends of ours about the trouble you're in. But that's not all that I've heard about you. I've heard that you're in so much debt and were so bad about borrowing money that you borrowed money from several banks all at once. And now it's obvious that you're just looking for someone who can step in and help you take care of your problem, isn't that right? That's why you contacted me after all this time, isn't it? To try and get me to help you pay off all the debt that you owe?
No, I'm telling you that me wanting to marry you and sell your hotel has nothing at all to do with all the debt that I'm in.
I see. So then it's about trying to pass off your debt to me after we get married? Is that closer to the truth then?
Would be wrong with that anyways, huh? I mean, a husband and wife out to help each other out, right? Of course I would ask for your help if we got married.
I see. Well, you do know that a spouse isn't actually bound to help out with their spouse's debt just because the two of them are married, right?
Ugh, I seriously hate having to deal with you. Do you know that? I never even wanted to marry you in the first place. Yes, this was all just a big scam to help with my debt. Is that what you wanted to hear?
Well, you didn't need to come out and admit it like that. I'd obviously already put that all together myself. But you should know that I never ever said that I was going to divorce my husband. I just kept telling you that I needed more time to get ready.
What do you even mean by that? Get ready for what? What are you talking about? I thought you were talking about getting ready for the divorce and marrying me again.
Well, yes, I did that on purpose so that you would talk to me and think that I was actually going to remarry you.
Please, you have to do this for me. I'm deadly serious. All my loans are due by tomorrow, and I don't have nearly enough money to pay off any of them.
Yeah, you really haven't changed at all in this time, have you? You're still the same stupid, selfish man that you've always been. I mean, I have to say that I really was lost and confused about what happened to us 3 years ago, but it's clear to me now that I made the right choice.
Well, you went way too far trying to dig into my personal life and looking into my debt and all. I'm going to make you pay for that. You won't get away from me that easily. Hey, you're Julia's husband, aren't you? What's your name again? Max or something like that, right? I'm sorry, who are you, and how did you get this number? I don't have you in my contacts, and I don't know anyone who would talk to me like that. Oh, come on. Surely you remember me. I still have your business card from the day we met, you know? In fact, that's exactly how I got your phone number in the first place. I see. Well, I don't really remember who you are at all, but I give out my business card to a lot of people, so... Well, I'm not here to talk about business or anything like that. But the thing is that I was telling your wife about how I'm in serious financial trouble, and she completely refused to help me out at all. So now she's left me with no other choice but to come to you and beg for help with my money problem. I see. I take it that you're Ryan then. I feel like I've heard enough about you from my wife to understand what's going on here. I take it that you ended up taking out way more money than you would be able to afford, and now you're asking my wife and I for help to pay it back, yes? Hey, don't you talk to me like you know me. This is the first time that we're ever really talking, and you need to show me some respect. Sorry, I need to show my wife's ex-husband, who insulted her and showed back in her life to beg for money, respect. Look, I'm not here to have this conversation with you right now, okay? The point is that I already tried talking to Julia about this, and she wouldn't listen to me. So no, you have to step up and help me since she refused to. After all, we've been married to the same woman. Surely that makes you want to help me, right? I see. Well, okay. I suppose I could try and help you if you're having money problems. We do have an opening for some cleaning stuff at our hotel, and you could earn some money for yourself that way. If you'd like, I can even talk to the HR office about getting you an advance on your first paycheck if you really need the help. You mean your solution is to just try and make me work for my money? Are you out of your mind? Why in the world would I want to go and work for some shabby old hotel on its last legs anyways? You and your wife ought to just shut up and give me the money I'm asking for already. Wow, you really are even worse than Julia described you as being, and I really don't think that was possible. You really just aren't capable of taking care of yourself at all, are you? Excuse me? What did you just say to me? Who do you think you are to talk to me like that, huh? Why don't you try saying that to my face, you little punk? Not only that, but you really do act like a spoiled little kid when you don't get your way. But I take it that you don't really know much about our hotel. You think I'm an idiot or something? I know the hotel, and it looks like a great big piece of crap. There's no way a place like that is going to stay open for another year, so just give me my money. Wait a second, You aren't talking about the old location of the hotel, are you? Old location? What are you talking about? A hotel is a hotel. You can't just up and move. What do you mean, old location? Well, I mean that a few months ago, we decided to move out the business, not just the hotel itself, to a better location. And we've been working hard to make sure that everything is all set with that transfer, since it's been such a process. But we already have plenty of bookings, and repeat guests who are coming to stay with it. So I really think that your information needs to be updated. But wait, I thought you were in that old rickety building. Are you telling me that you guys are operating out of a new place now? Not only that, but your business is actually doing well? Please tell me that you're lying about that. Of course we're not lying about that. Our management team from the old location all came up with and agreed to the idea of trying to move to a more profitable location. And now, we've been able to increase our amount of overseas guests and have a lot of local businesses wanting to work with us. So we're actually doing better than we've ever done before, and we've only been here a few months. Well, wait a second. If that's the case, then just how much money would a cleaner at one of your hotels make? Well, we would begin by hiring a cleaner on a part-time basis, and move them along their career from there. But there's substantial room for growth in responsibilities and wages. In fact, a couple members of our management team started at our hotel as cleaning staff, and worked their way up to where they are now. But since you already shot down the idea, I really don't imagine that a job like that interests you at all. Well, hold on a second there. That was only because I had no idea the kind of money that your place was raking up now. I mean, I said no because I didn't want to be cleaning some old hotel that was on its way out anyways. But if you're telling me that you're all working out of a new location, and that business is really, really good, then I'll have no problem taking a job as a cleaner. Of course, you'll have to pay me the absolute maximum you can while I'm there. Wow, that really didn't take much at all, did it? You were so ready to look down at a job just because of assumptions that you were making. And the moment you found out that you were just making things up to be mad at, and the job was actually great, you turn around and act as if you can demand whatever you want from it. And who cares if I'm doing that? You already offered me the job, so just give it to me already. You're right, Ryan. I did offer you the job, and you turned it down right then and there, without asking any more questions about it. So I'm afraid that was a one-time offer that I was not planning on making again. Anyways, my wife and I still have a lot of work to do to make sure our transition here continues to go smoothly. I don't know what you're going to do with the rest of your life, but just make sure that you leave Julie and I out of it, or else it.
After Max sent that final message to Ryan, something really must have snapped in Ryan to make him do what he did next. He showed up the next week at the hotel unannounced and told our receptionist that he was there to start his new job at the hotel. She had no idea what he was talking about, but Ryan said that he was offered it directly from Max. Apparently, our receptionist was quite scared because Ryan came into the hotel looking really scruffy and had a crazy look in his eye. She cautiously agreed to let him into the supply closet where the janitorial equipment was. She told him to get changed and then she would give him a tour of the hotel. The receptionist did, however, call Max and explain about the strange man. It was only hours later that Max happened to be stepping out of his office that he found Ryan there, in uniform, sitting on a bench and playing on his phone. Max could tell just by looking that the mop next to the bucket that was by the bench hadn't been put in the water at all that day. Max called the police and had Ryan hauled out of the hotel for trespassing. I heard that he was let go with a stern warning and began to job hunt in earnest after that. Because he hadn't had a real job in years, though, almost nowhere wanted to hire him. In the end, Ryan was only able to find part-time jobs and took on 3 of them at once to be able to keep up with his debt repayment and afford to live in a tiny little apartment. I realized the irony of him working the night shift with one of his jobs when it was me working there that led to him to suspect that I was cheating. But aside from that, I really haven't thought about Ryan at all since the police dragged him out of our hotel kicking and screaming about having a job there. Max and I have been way too busy handling things at our hotel and all the new business that we've never had before. After things began to settle down at our hotel, Max and I agreed that we couldn't put off hiring more staff any longer. We didn't realize just how much our operation would grow with the new location, and we quickly took on dozens of new staff members. Now, finally, Max and I have more time to spend with each other as husband and wife. Although now that I'm pregnant, I suppose that I should say that we'll have more spare time to spend together as a family. When I do think back on him, I'm in some ways grateful to Ryan. After all, if he hadn't shown me who he really was and left me then I would never have the life that I have now.
Are you planning on attending my wedding by any chance?
Well, yes, that's why you sent me an invitation, right? I'm assuming that you want me there, otherwise you wouldn't have invited me. Why do you have a problem with me attending your wedding?
Actually, I do. I don't want you at my wedding. I only sent you the invitation because Mom wanted me to. And I hope that you don't plan on bringing that husband of yours either.
His name was written on the invitation. He plans on coming with me. Luckily, he doesn't need to work that day.
Well, sorry, but I don't want either of you to come to my wedding.
Why?
First of all, your husband creeps me out.
Why would you say such a thing about him? You're being rude. What has he ever done to you?
Nothing. But it freaks me out that he only has one real arm.
Yes, Ted has an artificial arm. So what? I don't think that's ever affected you in any negative way.
I'm just saying that it's not a pretty sight to see. I don't want someone like Ted at my wedding. What will the other guests think?
Do you realize how discriminatory you're being right now? You shouldn't talk about other people in this way. Ted is my husband. You should know that it would make me upset for you to say such mean things about him to my face.
Well, I really can't say how I feel to anyone else, can I? It's my wedding and I should be able to choose my guests. I'm sorry, but someone with a prosthetic arm is not welcome.
It's not Ted's fault that he has a prosthetic arm. We're sisters, so I can put up with you saying mean things about me, but not about my husband. I want you to stop. What gives you the right to be so self-righteous? I love Ted, and I won't have anyone saying bad things about him.
How could you love Ted so much? He only has one working arm. Doesn't that turn you off? He's not normal. Why did you go out of your way to marry someone that has a disability? Oh, I guess it's a matter of normal guys not being attracted to you, huh?
Ted is like any other man out there. Why are you discriminating against him because of his arm? Can we change the subject now? I don't want to talk about this with you anymore. You need to grow up for the sake of your fiancé, too. You're 30 years old. You should keep certain feelings to yourself.
I like to be honest and open about the way I feel.
I guess we're gonna have to agree to disagree then. If you don't want Ted and I to come to your wedding, we won't. Are you happy now?
Yes, that's what I want. Please don't say anything about this to Mom, though. I don't want her to make a big deal out of this. To be honest, I wouldn't mind if you were at my wedding. I just don't want Ted there.
I don't know why Ted needs to be punished for something that's not his fault. I hate that you're doing this to him.
It's my wedding day, and I should be able to choose who gets to be there and who doesn't. I'm so happy that my fiancé has both of his arms, and he's really successful too. He works for a great company and he gets paid really well. He's working on a really big multi-million-dollar project right now. I'm so proud of him.
I'm glad that you found a man that makes you happy. He may be working on a big project right now, but it's not like he's going to get all the money. He's just an employee.
Oh, shut up. You're just jealous that I'm marrying such a great guy. I can see why you'd be jealous, but don't take it out on me.
I don't think that I'm taking it out on you. I'm just sick and tired of listening to your bragging all the time.
Oh, we're going to have the perfect wedding. You just wait and see. We're both stunning and my fiancé is rich. We're a golden couple. We need the guests of our wedding to be as supreme as we are.
A golden couple? You must be joking. You're a temp at your company.
That doesn't matter because I found myself the perfect husband.
Fine, have it your way. I won't say anything anymore.
One thing's for certain. My fiancé is better than Ted in the fact that he has both of his arms.
Why do you have to compare them? They're different. Do you enjoy being mean to Ted?
I think you two make the perfect couple.
Yes, we are, and not in the way that you think. I'm very happy being married to Ted. I don't think that you're better than us in any way.
Well, believe what you want. I know the truth.
I guess our truths are different then. I'll try to make it to your wedding if I can. I'll let you know once I've decided. If you don't want me there, I'm happy to not attend as well.
I already made up my mind. You can come, but not Ted.
Well, if Ted's not invited, then I'm not going either. Have a great wedding, Helen.
Why are you at my wedding? You said you wouldn't come. And you brought Ted with you. How could you do this to me?
It's more like, how could you do that to Ted? I know that you don't like him, but did you really have to pour wine onto his head? What were you thinking? What you did was unforgivable.
Well, it's your fault for ignoring my wishes. I'm the one that should be angry, not you.
What the hell is wrong with you, Helen?
I told you not to bring your disabled husband to my wedding. How many times do I have to tell you that? You told me that you wouldn't come to my wedding if Ted wasn't invited. Why did you change your mind? You did the one thing I asked you not to do. You brought Ted. Did you want to ruin my wedding? Is that what this is all about?
I did not ruin anything. You're the one that made a scene by pouring wine on Ted.
So you're placing the blame on me then?
You're the one that kicked us out of your wedding even though we didn't do anything wrong. You're the one that should feel ashamed about all of this. I told you that I wouldn't be at your wedding, but Ted was invited as one of the groom's guests and I accompanied him as his wife.
You're not making any sense right now. Why would Ted be invited as one of the groom's guests? I'm sure that he just wanted to take part in this wedding, so he must have lied to you about getting an invitation from my fiancé. Who does that? Well, he should have never come. He doesn't belong there.
You're unbelievable, Helen, and so rude. I'm ashamed to be your sister.
I can say the same thing right back at you. Why did you marry Ted in the first place? Doesn't his prosthetic arm creep you out? I don't ever want to see either of you at the wedding reception again.
Are you sure that this is what you want?
Yes, I'm sure. Now please leave.
We're leaving then. I hope you're happy. Let me just say this, though. Ted is a CEO, and he's one of your husband's big clients.
What?
But I guess it doesn't matter to you. Your husband's the one that's going to have to deal with the aftermath. Your only concern is having the perfect wedding. Enjoy the rest of your wedding. We're leaving now. Bye. I'm also cutting all ties with you. Please don't contact me ever again. 30 minutes later.
Where are you now? Are you still close by? I need to speak to you. Will you meet me?
I've left and I'm home now.
How did you get home so fast?
I wanted to get home as soon as possible after you threw wine at Ted. And I asked you not to get in touch with me. I'm not your sister anymore.
I know that you're mad at me, but I still need to talk to you. Were you serious when you said that Ted is one of my husband's clients at work? My husband is freaking out because he says that Ted no longer wants to do business with him. He's worried that the big project is going to be canceled as well.
Well, your husband should be worried. Ted only attended your wedding because your husband invited him, but you came over and poured wine on him. Ted has every reason to be furious. Ted is smart to end business with your husband. We want nothing to do with you after what you did to him.
Do you find this funny? I'm in a lot of trouble here. My husband is flipping out, and I don't know what I can do to calm him down. And he doesn't seem to care about our wedding reception anymore.
I see. That must suck for you.
You're my sister. Shouldn't you be more concerned?
I don't consider us to be sisters anymore after the way you treated Ted. Remember, I cut all ties with you.
That's not the point. I'm in a lot of trouble and I need your help. My husband knows about what happened between Ted and I.
I'm not surprised that he did.
And now the project has been canceled too!
I'm sure that your husband is livid with you.
He is! He tells me that he's going to annul our marriage. And I guess our wedding reception is canceled as well.
Well, you saw this coming. You should have never been so rude to Ted.
Will you please pick up my call?
Why should I? I have nothing to say to you. You're not supposed to be contacting me anymore.
I need your help! Please, fix this! I want to talk to you on the phone!
Well, I don't, and I have no intention of helping you. You need to deal with this on your own. I asked you to stop disrespecting Ted, but you did it anyway. This is all your fault. I hope that you learn a good lesson from this. You need to grow up and take responsibility for your actions.
I never expected Ted to be my husband's client! You could have given me a heads up! All I asked was for Ted not to attend my wedding. I don't think that I did anything wrong.
If you think you haven't done anything wrong, then I'm sure it'll all blow over. But I still can't forgive you for making discriminatory remarks at Ted. You're on your own. I need to go now. Bye.
The wedding's been called off. What am I going to do now? I need you to fix this. It's your fault for not telling me Ted was my husband's super important client.
How can you blame me? You did this all on your own. The fact that you don't see that makes you an idiot.
What did you just call me?
All I did was go to my sister's wedding. I didn't do anything wrong. You're the one that deliberately spilled wine on Ted and kicked us out. You need to deal with the consequences of your actions. You really need to grow up, Helen. I'm sure that you now understand that if you badmouth someone, it's going to bite you in the ass. I hope that from now on, you keep that in mind and stop making such stupid mistakes.
Right now, the most important thing for me is saving my marriage. I quit my job, so without my husband, I'll have no place to live. What am I going to do now?
That's not my problem, but I'm sure that neither your husband nor any of the other relatives will take your side.
How can you be so cold to me? Don't you care about my future at all? Please talk to Ted and apologize to him for me. I didn't know that he was one of my husband's clients.
Why in the world would I do that? I'm on Ted's side and he has every right to be angry. What you did is unforgivable.
But you're my sister. We're family. Doesn't that mean anything to you?
I've cut all ties with you, so we're not family. Please don't bother me and Ted anymore. Why don't you talk to Mom and Dad?
So you're just going to abandon me?
I'm not abandoning you. I need to go. Bye.
I quit my job. What am I going to do if my husband leaves me? This isn't my fault. You should have told me about Ted's work. I don't deserve any of this.
Ted has a disability and it's not something that he wants to be reminded of, let alone made fun of by you. But you laughed at him and poured wine on him. Ted doesn't use his disability to get special treatment, and he's worked very hard. Much more than the average person. You should have never disrespected him. What you did was very wrong. And you deserve every bit of punishment coming your way.
I'm sorry about what I said and did to Ted. I realized how wrong I was.
So you're finally apologizing for your actions? That took a while. Do you realize how long it took you to apologize and acknowledge that this is your fault?
Yes, and I'm very sorry. Will you please talk to Ted now?
If you really felt bad about what you've done, you wouldn't be asking me for any favors. Look, the project's canceled and there's nothing you can do about it, so just move on. Instead of worrying about your failed marriage, you should worry about getting a new job.
Why did I bother apologizing if you're not even going to help me out?
You should be apologizing. You did something wrong. I'm seeing your true colors, and it isn't pretty. I don't have any more time to waste on you. Bye. You must be elated that you were able to kick Ted out of your wedding. Afterward, Melanie blocked Helen after that and never spoke to her sister again. Helen's husband left her after he found out about what she had done to Ted. Helen had no choice but to move into a shabby apartment and look for a new job. The guests of Helen's wedding saw how she was talking to Ted, and they recorded everything that she said and did to Ted on that day. The video of her pouring wine on Ted went viral after someone posted it on social media. After that, no one wanted to hire Helen, and she was forced to live a very hard life. Helen should never have made fun of Ted's disability. Had she been more compassionate, none of this would have happened to her. The joke's now on her.
I can't do this with you anymore.
Huh? What are you on about all of a sudden?
I'm saying that I can't handle being married to an ugly woman like you any longer. And honestly, why did we even get married in the first place? You're definitely one of the worst choices I've ever made.
Are you serious about that? Don't you feel you're being a bit rude with that statement?
Actually, I don't feel anything, because I know that everything I'm telling you right now is the truth. You're an ugly woman, so I'd like to divorce you as soon as I can. Please and thank you.
Huh? Please and thank you for what? Recently, we haven't even been talking to each other much, and now you've just come out of nowhere with this childish attitude? Shouldn't you at least be thinking about talking this all over face to face first?
Life is too short to be doing things like that. And the time we've already had with each other is all but a huge waste. I don't even have the time to come talk with you anymore. You understand me?
So you really do want to get a divorce then? Is that what'll make you happy after all this time?
Oh, I'm telling you, it'll mean the world to me. I've even gone ahead and gotten the divorce paper all filled out and everything. If you can come and fill your own parts and hand it in for me, then we can finally say goodbye to this unfortunate marriage.
You've been telling me these past few days you were very busy, but it seems you still had time to get all that work taken care of, huh? I don't have a clue what's happening right now, to be honest, but I guess there really is no other option. Can you at least tell me why you want this divorce?
I told you, you're ugly.
I'm sure that my face has not changed much during the 5 years we've been married. Are you sure this isn't just about you cheating on me with some younger, cuter girl or something like that?
Well, you might actually be right about that. I do have myself another girl, and she's a far more important girl than you. Like I said, marrying you really was an awful choice, and so I want to fix that by getting rid of you right here, right now.
Well, when you put it like that, I really have nothing I can say in response. If it's a divorce you want, then that's what you'll get. I'll make sure to sign my parts of the paperwork, but I won't be turning it in until I have the chance, okay?
Just as long as you get it taken care of soon. I want to hurry and turn my life around with more of this amazing girl of mine.
And I feel the same way of not wanting to overstay my welcome with you. I'll make sure to get this all taken care of in a timely manner for you. Well, thank you for everything up until now. I'll make sure to contact you about anything that happens between us after this as well.
You're not coming back to my house again, right?
Huh? What are you talking about? I plan to still come back home once I finished work for today.
Why do you plan on coming back here after we've already gotten divorced? This is my apartment. I don't want you here.
Huh? Your apartment? Hold on, I think you have things a little mixed up here. I want to know why you keep coming back every day. It's not like we're married anymore, and all you are to me now is my ex-husband. So, why?
Why are you asking me? I wanted you to get out of this place the moment you handed in that paperwork, and I'm sure that hurt, but please just go away. I'm getting really close to losing all my patience with you.
What patience are you talking about, Joseph? You're the one that had been cheating on me and then decided to ask for a divorce over text. There's no way you've done any of that in good conscience, right?
No, I can't do this. I'll have to tell you straight then. I plan to have my new girl here, so get the frick out.
Wait, are you really saying that right now? Are you really telling me to get out of there?
I made that pretty clear, didn't I? This is my apartment, so get the hell out, you ugly dog.
Well, I guess there was no helping you getting this angry over a simple mistake. I'll do as you wish and get out of here. But I wonder if that means you'll be able to continue living here afterwards.
Huh? Do you even understand what you're saying? My girlfriend and I really want to start our new lives here, but you're still coming back every day after work, and that's putting a stop to my plans. So quit it and go away like the loser you are.
Loser? Who did I lose to?
You lost to my girlfriend, who's way better than you in all aspects, and since I've gotten my way in the divorce, I'm the winner as well.
But what if this is something where there's no clear winner or loser just yet? If you really want to look at it that way and pick the winner, perhaps I'm the one that's won after breaking free from a butthole like you.
Say whatever you'd like. Anyway, she's gonna be moving into this place tomorrow.
So you even set all of that up without asking me. Alright then, I'll grab all of my things and get out of there for ya.
Hurry up and get on with it. I still have no idea why it's taken you this long to realize that. Did you really have that much trouble understanding that I've gone and divorced you and have thrown you away?
You think so? I never thought all of this as you throwing me away, but I'd be careful how you're viewing all of this, okay?
Then what was this to you? Did you think that after we got divorced that you'd just be able to live in my apartment for however long you wanted? I'm telling you that from tomorrow, this place will be where my girlfriend and I will start our new lives together, so I wanted you out of there by the end of today.
Then I'd like you to pay the $8,000 rent for that place, please.
What?
I'll do as you wish and leave the apartment. But do you think you'll be able to pay this month's rent there? Do you really understand the situation you're about to be getting yourself into?
You're a freaking idiot. You have no idea what you're talking about.
What do you mean? I'm just saying that by all the things I do know, I can tell you'll have a real big problem trying to pay to stay in that apartment.
Seriously? Of course I can pay for this place. This won't even be as bad as the loans that you have to keep on paying off. And if need be, I can just take out a loan myself to pay the rent here.
Wait, what are you talking about when you say paying off a loan? What?
Oh, shut up, please. Why do you want to start talking to me about all this now?
It's not like I actually care to talk about any of this, but
I'm telling you that it's a really good idea to get out of here sooner rather than later. I can already tell you that you have no idea what you're talking about when it comes to my apartments.
Huh? Well, whatever, I guess. I understand. You're sure about this, though, right?
I've been very sure this whole dang time. The only person that has been having trouble dealing with all of this has been you.
I wonder about that. Well, just know that I'm not paying for this month's rent, okay? I'll make sure to change the name on the apartment over to you as well.
It's always been me, you dunce. Maybe next time you should try and think a little harder before trying to talk with me. I'm sure it hurts too much to think correctly, knowing that you've lost everything, though.
I'm the loser? Right.
I'm planning to live in this apartment for as long as I want with my girlfriend, so just get lost already.
I'm going to leave, but just be aware that you'll start having to pay $8,000 a month from now on. This'll be my last time warning you of that.
I've been paying $200 a month for this place, so there's no way you're telling the truth. Now stop trying to play games with me and get out.
So that $200 is the reason you're thinking all of this. I fully understand you now. Well, I'm gonna get going. Goodbye forever. Why do you want to talk to me now? I have nothing I care to talk with you about now. And actually, I'm still in the office working.
I want to ask you about the truth regarding the rent here.
Rent? You're finally come around to understanding that.
No, I'm still very lost. I got a really strange bill in the mail today. And I have no idea what any of this means, so I wanted to ask you if, if this was some kind of a scam.
Strange bill?
I just got a bill asking me to pay $16,000, and I have no idea what this is all about, so I had to talk to you. It has my name and information all correct here, but why? It says that this is for the rent.
Joseph, you still have no idea what's going on?
Huh?
That's what I was talking about last month before I left the apartment. That's how much it costs to live in that apartment for 2 months.
The rent for this place? What?
I told you last month when we were talking about that rent, it would cost you $8,000 a month and that I would no longer be covering it. That's why now you're going to have to pay $16,000 for this month. That's all that bill is for. So, why are you having to talk with me about it after a month has gone by?
Hold on a second. So this is really how much it costs to rent this apartment? You're saying that we've been paying $8,000 to live in this place? Really?
That's exactly right.
I seriously never thought that you were telling me the truth. I just assumed that I was paying off a loan this whole time. How the hell have you been paying for this every month?
Loan? Why would I ever have us move into a place like that if I couldn't pay for it? Also, I have something else to tell you about all of this. There was a huge difference between the amount of money you brought in compared to what I was bringing in. That's why when it comes to the rent, I was paying for all of it. I just assumed, though, that when you started living with me, you would have understood the fact that I was making more than you.
Is that true? I don't remember you ever telling me any of this.
Well, that's the reason why I've been the only one paying the rent. But that was fine. After all, I was making bank, so affording that place for us was nothing. Well, I have no idea why, but you always thought that for some reason that apartment, that really insanely nice apartment, costs $200 a month. Well, now I know what you were talking about every time you said you paid the $200. You were talking about paying what you thought was the rent.
So you were talking about the rent and not a loan. I never once thought that after you left I'd be getting a bill asking for this much rent. Why $8,000? Didn't they accidentally add one too many zeros here?
Well, even if they did add an extra zero, you still wouldn't be able to afford the place. I can't believe you thought that you only had to pay $200 a month for that.
Didn't you tell me that though a while back? You said that it was fine to pay only $200 a month on the place.
That was me talking about the part you owed me for the rent. I remember now. However, it seems that you thought that meant the apartment only cost $200 a month. And so that's why you felt like you paid the rent? Because of that $200 a month you gave? Even though I was paying the other $7,800? That's way too funny to be a real excuse here.
Wait, what the hell is actually going on?
Huh?
Are you sure this bill wasn't just from a scam that was trying to scam me out of $16,000? That's what's been going on. This bill in my hand is just some bullcrap that you tried to pull on me, huh? There's no way I'd been paying for this place all this time if the rent was $8,000, right? I'm not gonna pay for this, okay? I don't believe your scam one bit, you loser.
Well, you don't have to believe what I'm saying, but as you can see on that bill, payment address is to the realtor company, right? So why would I have you be paying that realtor if I wanted the money? Are you seriously not thinking that straight right now? Why do you always act like I have no idea what I'm talking about?
Crap, so this really is the real deal then? There's just no way that I should be having to pay $8,000 a month for this place. This is twice the amount I'm making a month.
I see. Then why not leave the place?
Huh? You think it's that easy?
You really wanted to live there no matter what I said before, and that's why I made you the sole renter of that place. But if you can't pay it off, you're gonna have to leave soon, right? Well, of course, you're still gonna have to pay off the rent for this month and last month. I wonder if you'll be able to handle all that money in one payment. And another thing, since you're leaving in the middle of the year, you're gonna have to pay a fine for breaking the contract. Good luck dealing with all that on your own, okay?
Wait, I have to pay a fine as well? I wonder if there's something else I can do. Even having to just pay off 2 more months of living here, I don't want to pay that much.
Ah, and this is another thing, but you'll still have to pay off the settlement you owe me.
Huh?
I want it all paid to me really soon, okay? But I have some doubts that'll happen at all because of how much money you already owe and how little you make.
A settlement? Why are you talking about that now? Why do I have to pay you for everything? You're saying that I have to pay you, right?
Well, this isn't something out of the blue, right? The whole reason for our divorce was because you cheated on me, correct? Well, I'm not saying that I didn't have reason for wanting to leave you besides that, but still. The main reason for the divorce was you cheating on me, and that's what led to me asking for a settlement from you. And so with that, I'm expecting you to find some way to pay me for that. If you think about it, this was all gonna happen regardless, right?
So really? You're gonna ask me to pay a settlement to you?
Well, I had asked this a month ago from you actually, and you should have gotten a notice in the mail from my lawyer.
Huh?
It doesn't matter. All that I really care about now is getting my money from you. But luckily, you're still young enough that I guess I can wait a while for you to get everything to me. I've been preparing myself for this, but I'm sure you still have a bit of preparing to do now. If you'd like, I can have my lawyer come over and see you sometime, and he can explain everything again.
Your lawyer? Do you really have to do all that to me?
Well, good luck, Joseph.
Wait a sec! I can't even pay off all this rent, and now you expect me to pay you as well? Even if you aren't just messing with me, I can't ever pay that much off. Do you not understand how terrible of a situation I'm already in?
I do understand, but what does that have to do with me? If anything, this is all on you for not understanding your own situation before divorcing me and kicking me out of my own apartment.
But can't we at least discuss this in person?
In person? I have nothing else to discuss with you. I can understand wanting to take the time to talk this through back when we were married, but now we're just strangers to each other. And also, I really don't care to have anything to do with you for the rest of my life, nor should I have to. I suppose your best bet now is to take out some loans and borrow the money to pay everything off, while you still have the time. You'll have to make all this quick so that your girlfriend doesn't catch on and leave you.
Rebecca, can you wait for me? I don't want to have to deal with all this on my own. I'm not even going to be able to pay everything off with just my savings. Please, can you help me?
This is what you deserve, bud. You're a piece of garbage and need to understand that. Now, I'm going. I'm sorry about this, but I'm far too ugly to stick around with you. In the aftermath, Joseph was taken to court by the realtor agency for not paying his rent the last couple of months, and was forced out of the apartment complex. And the girl that took Joseph as a man with lots of money and a good future ran away from him the moment she realized the truth. So now Joseph has been left with nothing but the streets as his home. And as for his job in the office, the rumors of what happened began to spread quickly, and soon he found himself without a job as well. On the other hand, Rebecca has gone back to living in another nice apartment all to herself. And now she's begun to understand just how wonderful it is to live as a single woman with all the money she earns. She sees now that it was a blessing to have been divorced by that pile of crap man, and now she has all sorts of fun things to look forward to as a single woman. Of course, she also received her settlement from Joseph, but could this mean he had to take out a loan for it? I'm sure that's the case.